Holy shit, son. I just recorded like 45 minutes of video. Wheel is done. It's working in game. First try. Finished the quad. I started and I see that the mic wasn't activated all the time. Nice. Fucking nice. Have to redo everything. Ah, no, it's not this one. Wanted the quick saw. So to make your wheel, you have two possibilities. You can just take directly a wheel from the game, from a mod, if you got it unlocked, from everywhere. Not important. And you import it to get at least the tires around. If you just have the rim inside, but if you have everything, it's gonna be a little easier. But just in case you need to remove the rim you have already on the wheel, just go on vertex mode, you select everything on the rim. So here, not on vertex mode, on polygon, go on buy material, select buy material, and you have to find the rims. So here I don't have everything, but I know how I found it. So it's on SSR lip bolts. I don't think that there is something else. The lip, okay. So you select everything like that. You can manually if you don't know what's the material, but it's gonna take more time. This way it's far easier. Sometimes it won't directly select your material, even if you got it, which one it is. If that happens, just uncheck everything, select whatever you want on the wheel or whatever part, and select it, try again, and this time gonna show normally. So when you got the rim, edit, delete, and boom, got everything ready. Here I got also the brakes on them, but if you just got the tire and rim, it's okay. It's up to you. So this is when you have, for example, from game models, just a rim to download. You don't have any tire. If you want to make your life a little easier, you can take directly, let's say this one, yeah, but it's a little huge when you import it, so you have to adapt the size. But if you have everything ready, like tire, rim, you just want to cover it, it's even easier. But in the case you just have the rim, do as I said, select everything, delete, keep what you want to keep. You import your rim, you size it to have the same size of your tire, or your tire, you say, or you size your tire to have the rear the same size of the rims. Yeah, like that. And then you're ready to go. So here, as I'm covering a whole rim, I don't have to do anything like that. I just import it. So this is the size, and yeah, so that it's fucking huge on the model. Okay, I'm gonna hide that port. The rim already did. Hop. Ah, no, fuck, forgot something. Have to delete all of them. Forgot to do something very important if you want to make your life easier. first thing to do is to import all texture of your wheel, of your rims, everything you want to have on your wheel first before importing the model, because if you don't, you'll have to go on the material and apply everything over and over until it's done. Even if it's one texture for each material, just do like this. So what you do, this is very important. If you don't do it like that, you can have some texture that won't be on the wheel. So let's call it as the first one rim 2. You call it whatever you want. You can call it dick, you can call it class size, you can call it cheese, whatever, and you add this little thing, .ydr. This is for all wheels on GTA, and it allows to have all texture on directly on the model. So when you do a car, you have a YTD, put everything inside, but for rims it's YDR. You don't really have to do that if you want to have a rim and having texture on your car, if you could do a single car. But if you want to have a wheel that have everything inside, you do like this. Call it by the name of the part that will be in game on the object, and you add that YDR. When it's done, you add all textures. So here I got this blank thing. You can use it for spec map, but they're made for bump map but don't have the color. I don't know if they work, so don't have them for now. Just add the 2 texture I need that was shared with it, and I'll add to that everything else. So I need blank, reflection, this is for tire, spec map, this is for the rim, and the medium gray, that will be the texture of the rim. So you take everything you need, depend on the model. Let's say that you just have all texture on your rim and you just want to get the bump map, normal map, spec map. If you're using the normal one, it will be the white generic spec map, but for me it was way too reflective. So what I do when I want something to be matte, like tires, I just use a plastic spec 2. This one isn't given with the game, so I'll give it to you on the description, same as everything else in fact, so that you can just start trying it and keep, for example, block, carbon mesh for every wheel you do. So you take them all, put that inside here. So here we got 7 textures. In the end it must show like this: material used, the amount of material of your rim, the tire, everything, and the texture. If there is something missing, let's say you have 20 texture and showing 19, it means that you didn't put it inside here, and on the material you didn't select directly on this group here the texture, because you can have it on the anything on your car or whatever, but if it's not inside, it won't be added to the rim. So be sure that when you go here, it's not like on something else. Go on and you select it and OK to apply. So now the texture are added, we can import the wheels. So it's this one, up, boom boom boom, ta-da! It's not showing because it's way too big compared to other one. This one, the small one, is one I made, and size for the car, but you don't really need to resize everything, which is very good. You just need to place it on the middle of the world. To do that, very easy. Go on the part, check isolate, go on properties, have a lot of things. Go on position, here, transformation, should be like that when you open it. Go on position, and you see that here it's all on 0. What you're gonna do, you're gonna display, click center local axis, blah blah blah, and you click on your part. What it's gonna do is gonna take the exact position of the center of the wheel. That's what you aim. Do the same for the rim. Boom, it has the same position. And now here, put all at 0. When it's done, click apply, boom, on the middle of the wheel. Do the same for each part. Put at 0, boom, on the middle. And now the last thing you have to do on the view is to rotate all to have the good view. So here we got it on the right, here on the back, which is not good. Take the left. Left is turned 90 degrees on the left. So best thing to do, be sure that pivot is reset on the origin. If it's right here, it's gonna rotate it like this. Hoop, it's gonna appear here and not just stay on his position and turn. So go pivot, reset to origin. When done, go modify, rotate, and check only the rotate geometry. If you do the axis, it's gonna turn. Also the axis in game is gonna feel weird, having 19 degree, like you're turning like crazy, but it won't be. So just check that. Rotate geometry, rotate, check the y-axis, which is turn on left, right, and turn properly. So I think that like this will be good. I just have to check this one, left, where are you? Ah, no, it's not the dummy that I want to see. Here. Okay, so this, yep. Right. So this one is on turn, do the same. Go and rotate. Does it glitch? No. Rotate 90, boom, it's rotated, and now it's on good position. Little save. What you need to do, what will we do first? We'll do materials. So you see that here there are 3 materials that were added. I had all other ones of the rim and of the car, but if you do it with blank file, with nothing, you'll have all the materials like this. You have to transform them all into vehicle tire. So when you check on the material here, browser, go there, GTA generic, and you select vehicle tire. Do that for free. Don't worry if it looks weird after, it's normal. Just try to load the ENV that isn't there. So it's taking this blue and white texture. You can see here. Up, vehicle tire. All shaders are set properly. When it's done, you open them, scroll a little down, you have a texture. And this is the little trick. I got 4 because I first imported the texture and then imported the material. And now, to be sure that everything's alright, you have to select the one that are on the group we created before. So here's the text 047, so it's this one for the offset. You select it. It won't change here, but very important to do that, otherwise it won't appear. Do that same thing for the other one. It's this one, right? Yep, it's tire. And here I got nothing, but we will add the grayish that I added before, medium gray. It's gonna appear almost white in game, but it's just to show in fact how to do the wheel. You can put whatever you want. If you want to make it paintable, you have to put it in white in vehicle generic spec map, in detail and on spec map under, and you will have to change on the material the name here. Let's say that I want to make it whatever. When it's done on the texture here, you go there and you add this. If you have a paint already, you'll see that you have this thing that is missing. Maybe just to be sure that it will work, you have to add this, and it's gonna be paintable in game. This one is for the normal paint of the car. If I'm right, the rims should be on 3. The first one is the first paint, the second one is second paint, the third one is a rims paint. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. I'm not sure of the number, but I have to add this little squarey thing. Inside put paint in kcap and the number, so it should be 3. Here I don't want that, so just like that. Now that all base texture are applied, you have to add all of the others. So in bump map it's always the same. When you don't want to mess with the how I call that, it's the same thing as tessellation. In fact, when you change the bump map, you have some wheels that have the exact sorry, the exact same texture, but with this color, like, and well, you have other colors too. It's like tint of purple, blue. When you don't have it, you just take the blank normal with work. It's to make a kind of 3D vision of what your texture applies. So let's see here, you see that on the real tire you'll have a little gaps between those lines, and they'll move out a little out from all the rest. I think that this part is flat, and you have this part that's little outside. You have little gaps here between each ones of these lines, so it will create this vision effect. In fact, when you change the blink normal here, just to show how to make the rim. I won't change them, but it's very easy. In fact, what you need is bump map online. I'm not sure what. Yeah, it's normal map online. You go there, type normal map online on Google, you'll find it. You click on the texture, so it's like rim here. It won't really work properly, it won't show the other one here, but if you get the good navigator, it's gonna work well. I'll try it with Mozilla. I think that Mozilla will work with it. Come on. Yep. Please. Please? Come on. Load. Here. Blah 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 blah. Why is it so slow? Yeah, it's working on this one. So you go on rim, take your texture, and you'll see that this one will be created. You have a 3D vision of it. It's not really useful for what we need. Yeah, it's not applied properly. Whatever. So it's this texture that you want, in fact. So to not be really deep, I lower a little the strength of it. 1 is okay. So when you do that, you take any name, I don't know how you call it. It will be like rim2, bump map, whatever. PNG you download, and when it's done, you go there on bump map and you add it first on the group here. Add blah blah blah. You check it, and it's gonna be applied on it. And you don't do that on detail, of course. Do that on bump map. That's it for bump map. Mask, you always put carbon mesh shader spec on spec map, as I want it to be little matte. No, not this one. Plastic spec here. And DNV whatever. Just to see the reflection on the modeler. You do that for all texture. Check that this is the proper one. Go on bump map, you add the one you got. If you don't have any, like normal. Mask and spec map. I said it's plastic for this one. ENV. And for the rim, yep, medium gray, bump map, mask, and spec map. I said I put spec M. ENV. Not need to change the ENV, but just to have a visual how it can look in game. You can take the one that you have on GTA. If you don't, just remove it. It's not a big deal. Just won't be reflective like in game without it. So now we have all the textures, got the material properly done. Now that it's done, just a few extra steps and it's gonna be finished. So I'm gonna attach so something on the rim, because there was a little gap here, forgot. So boom, up, like this. It'll save, of course. Hopefully the file is not that big. So what you need is to have only one piece, your tire only in one piece. I don't know if it's really necessary, but I always do like this and it's always working, so just do like that to avoid problems. Go on modify, attach, click on one part, click on the second, boom. Here I have nothing else, so it's enough. Now look here, one part, you call it dot mesh. Then you do another dummy, you call it dot mesh 2. That's to make the load. When this is done, you go on your dummy. You don't see it there, but it's on the wheel. Resize it to 10 like I did for the other one. Up here, so you have your dummy, have your wheel, constructor, and check anything there. Click on the dummy to be like this. Go to compound, little lock, all 0, and you take the object, your wheel, and you drag and drop it inside there. When it's done, just uncheck the little thing there, and you get your load. Oh, fuck. Little shit. Here. Now that it's done, add the last dummy and you call it like your rim on the texture. So it's rim2, call it rim2 here. Don't add the .ydr, ydr, it's useless. When it's done, just put the mesh inside and that's it. The tire and rim is ready to be exported. So when you export, put the name and add the little ydr, .ydr. Yep. And export. Now you see, got all 3 materials, all 7 textures. So it exported properly. So now, little thing, just a little thing to do, you add it to your model. So here already got one that I did, but I'm gonna add this one too, just to show that it works properly. Fucking video. Got no sound. Disgust. Okay, so you add it. Just do this one. You can check that it worked properly. Must show all the textures. Be on the middle.